Hello everyone, I am Ramesh KS. In this session, continuation part related to flowchart, we will discuss the example problem. Write a flowchart to find the sum of digits of a given number. So let us consider, I am considering one given number 234. I will name it as n. So n containing the value 234. So input n means 234 I am inputted. One example I am taking. So again sum is equal to 0 I am initializing. Sum is equal to 0. So now we'll come down with the use of the symbol. We are checking this condition. N is what? 234 not equal to 0, which becomes true. Okay, if it is true, it will come down. It will find remainder, sum value and quotient value. So how we can identify remainder value? With this operator percentile. Percentile indicates it returns the remainder value. Divisible operator which returns the quotient value. So n percentile 10. N is what? 234. Percentile 10. So here you can observe 10 23 times it will multiply. We will get the 230 value. So 230, if you subtract from 234 to 230, we will get the 4. 4 as a remainder. This is quotient. So divisor and dividend, all of you know that. So now remainder is what? Remainder is 4. So again I am calculating some value. Sum earlier it was 0. 0 plus remainder value 4 I am adding. Sum is equal to what? 4. Sum is 4. So n is what? N is 23. How n is 23? Quotient value we are taking. How? N divided by 10 means 234 divided by 10. With the help of this divisible operator, we are retrieving the quotient value 23. So n is 23 now. Again what happens? N value will be taken and it will move up and again check the condition. 23 not equal to 0 becomes true. It will come down. Again finding REM value 3. All of you know that 23 divided by 10. 23 divided by 10 means 10 into 2, 23 is a remainder. 3 we are placing here remainder value. Some value all of you know that earlier it was 4. 4 plus 3. 3 means what? 3 means what? Remainder value. Sorry. Sum is what? Sum is 4. Sum is 4. Sum is 4. The remainder is now we are getting this remainder. This value we have to add here. Okay na? So sum is 4. This we are getting the present remainder value we are adding here. 4 plus 3 is 7. Sum is 7 now. So again we are finding n value. N is what? N is 23 divided by 10. We are taking quotient value 2. N is 2. Okay. Now remainder is equal to 2 percentile 10. Again n value will be taking. N is 2 not equal to 0 becomes true. Once if it is true, it will come down. So we are finding remainder value. Remainder is equal to n percentile 10. N is 2 percentile 10. So 2 percentile 10 means 10 we are not divisible. So we are taking like this. This is a quotient, this is a remainder. In this remainder value is 2 now. Here you can see remainder is 2 now. And the quotient is 0. N is 0. The sum value all of you know that the sum earlier it was 7. Present array remainder value we are adding. 7 plus 2 becomes 9. So the present sum value is 9. So manually you can count this, add it, you will get this the same number. 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9. So by understanding this flowchart, we are retrieving the sum of the digits in a given number. Correct? So this is about the write a flowchart to find the sum of the digits of a given number. Okay, now you can try with the different numbers, you will get the correct results. So suppose 3 4 1, I am taking this value. Do it, practice this one, you will get the answer, the sum value finally 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 1 8. 8 will be the answer. Okay, now this will be the answer. Okay, so try this one and apply this process. we'll get the correct results. Okay, this is about this example problem. Let us move on. I am taking another example. Write a flowchart to check whether a number is prime or not. I am taking one number n is equal to 4. This is not a prime number, right? This is not a prime number. So I will take this number and I will implement in this flowchart. If we get the correct results, our flowchart is correct. So n is what? 4. Limit is square root of n. So square root of 4 is what? How much? 2, right? 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Limit is 2. So for I is equal to 2 to 2. 2 to 2 means only one iteration only. Only one iteration, not more than that. So n is 4. N is 4. 4 percentile I. 4 percentile I. 2. 4 percentile 2. Correct? So how much you will get? 2 2 4. So 2 will be the quotient, 0 will be the remainder. So with the help of percentile symbol, we are retrieving the remainder. 0 is equal to 0 becomes true. Once if it is true, we are coming down. So I is only 1, right? Only 1. I is equal to 2 only. There is no other value. Only one iteration only. That's why it will come down. It is a prime. It is a prime? No, it is not a prime. So that's why we are taking here the wrong way of design. I'm taking here false. If it is false, this is false. I'm taking here true. Okay, this is true. This is false. This is false. So once if it is true, it will come down. It is not a prime. It is not a prime number, right? 4. So this is a case. Small mistake. We made this one. So in this, you can check the different numbers also. With the prime number also, will get the same results. Okay, now. Okay, all of you understood, right? So let us take 5. 5 is a prime number, right? 5 is a prime number. So square root of 5 is what? Something 2 point something it will come. Some 2 and 2 point something will come. 2 will check. Again I value will come. Again I value 2. The limit is 2, right? Again we are checking 2.1, the next iteration. So which will not get the remainder 0. It will come down. F, it is a prime. It will print it is a prime. This is about write a flowchart to check the whether number prime or not. Thank you everyone.